Hello everyone, this is Mark Leibovit at the VR Gold Letter, and this is a video update for the weekend of October 3rd, 4th, 5th, and it's published on the evening of the 5th, but prices are as of Friday the 3rd. Palladium, as you know, continued south. We had a report last week about how our annual forecast model correctly pinpointed a top late summer, early fall, and I was cautious a little bit, even though I'd been bullish and correctly bullish before that point. Looking at the Palladium chart, you can see here just an absolute collapse here in the last several weeks, and accompanied by a lot of these red arrows, which is negative volume reversals to the downside. Meanwhile, a couple weeks before that, we put these charts up on gold. My annual forecast model suggested, strength during the year, but if we were going to rally, we should have rallied into September, early October, and we didn't. We've been going down. The model says down now toward the end of the year, but I'm wondering if the model perhaps is inverse, but until we get some confirmation of a turn, we really can't say that. Putting up the chart of GLD, put that up for you can see here, it has been, as we all are aware, in a significant decline here. But let's put on the monthly chart to get a little bit of a perspective here, and we'll look at some other charts as well in the same vein. On the weekly here, let's put the monthly up. On the monthly basis, really nothing much has happened here for the last year and a half. We've gone up and back and up and back, and we're now testing the low points that we saw here back in December 2013 and the low we saw in June 2013. Not to say it can't continue down from here, but with all the fireworks that we've seen, it just looks like a bunch of sideways action on the monthly charts. But again, if you look at silver, a little different story. SLV is starting to take out the support area that we've seen here in the last year and a half or so, and it has broken down a bit, and we do have a downtrending stochastic, and silver does have some technical measurements in theory, at least the way I'm looking, potentially down to the $12 area, and doesn't mean we couldn't get more. But let's also look at GDX, which is the market vectors shares. These are your leading gold shares, and it's a similar pattern as GLD, just finding support to where it has been here in recent year and a half period. Not to say it's going to turn up here, but on a overall perspective, it really hasn't gone very much in either direction, and it certainly hasn't broken yet to the downside. GDXJ, which is the junior gold shares, market vectors gold shares, little bit of relative strength here compared to previous lows. Again, this is a monthly chart, and we're looking what's happened here in the last 12 to 18 months. So overall perspective, what can I tell you here? Gold on the monthly chart looks like it's flirting with support that it's seen here in the last year and a half. On the daily chart, obviously we broke down. We had a big gap here on Friday, negative volume all the way down. You've got a declining 50-day moving average, which is your blue line, and also declining 200-day. So certainly no bull market here. But until we get some volume to the upside and we get some sign of a clear bottom, gold could go anywhere. And we pointed out in our previous chart here that what our downside risk was here. This is the letter from September 5th. Potential is up to 1415 if we can start taking out that 1370 area or so. But under recent lows, and we start taking out the 1185 area, the next big support is that 1080. And then if you look down here, a little dotted line at the very bottom, that's around the 980, 990 area. That could be the next big number if the 1080 doesn't hold. So we're not here going to tell you that we believe the market has turned when it hasn't. It is still long-term bullish in my opinion, but we're still in the bear market that began in 2011. It has fooled us. We thought we would turn before now. Again, my forecast model was looking decent this year, not particularly negative, and we really haven't gone anywhere. We can point to a lot of figures why it hasn't moved, and obviously we can talk about manipulation in the markets. We can talk about the strong dollar, but what it is, and at the moment we're just monitoring it accordingly, and that's our update for this week. Have a pleasant day. Thanks for checking in.